Stories. Right. You know what stories are. Hi, Mark. You know what stories are in your head. Anybody not know what the stories in your head are? Okay. So I'm going to tell you a story about stories. So one of the things I noticed particularly is that people get a dog so that they exercise, you know? So they take their dog out for a walk, you know? And one of the things I noticed, and I sometimes say to people that I know, I say, "Oh, I see the dog is taking you out for a walk." Because the dog is pulling them along. They get pulled along by the dog. They don't have much choice, really. And the stories in our heads are like that. Do you know what I mean? Okay.
The stories that's running the show.
Exactly. Now, this, she's not here. This happened to a friend of mine. Something like this. The dog spots a rabbit and the dog goes apeshit. And you get hurt if you can't let go of the lead in time. Somebody knows who I'm talking about. Although I think in this case it was a cat. Anyway, so stories are like that. Do you get this point? Do you get the point? Very important point. No, the next point. This is the important point. It's impossible to get upset without being in a story. I repeat it. It's impossible to get upset without you being in a story. Please think about that. Please look at it. Look at all the times you got upset. I can see some people nodding away. Do you understand where the source of our upset, where our suffering is coming from? And so the only question really is, and we'll explore it in the chat afterwards, the only question really is, can you live without stories? Is it possible to live without stories? So, right now, there's nothing happening for you. No reason to have a story. Am I right? So let's try it. Let's try being without a story. How do you do that? Just relax. Leave your mouth slightly open. Just breathe normally. Don't need to block anything. All our senses are open. You can see everything. You can hear everything. Very normal. Very ordinary. Story comes. What do you do? Let go. It's very easy. let go. If it won't let go of you, put your attention onto feeling your breath as it leaves your body. There, done. So what am I going to do, Martin? Just remain present, aware, breathing, hearing, seeing. You don't have to reject stories, just let them go. Return to being present. You don't even have to apply my story about stories. You don't have to reject them. That's another story. You're just there, purely present, in radiant awareness. Breathing, hearing. There is a joy in being free. Can you hear what's happening around you? That's meditation. Being present. Let go of the leash. Stories come. Stories go. You're still there. Present. Awake. Uncomplicated. At ease. Breathing. Isn't that interesting? You don't have to become someone else. You don't have to change yourself. You don't have to be a meditator. You already are aware, present. That's it. And just repeat, it's impossible to get upset without being a story. Please check that out. Okay?